Video by Shinri Studio, Yuji Itadori, The Curse of Being Good. And based on the title, I can already guess he's going to just talk about, good people always have it bad in a realistic world, right? Even in our world in real life, sometimes good people don't always become successful and all that, etc., etc. Nah, this was a cold panel though. Hold up. Yeah, this was so cold in the anime and in the manga. Like the art here is peak, bro. Oh my god, Akutami was cooking. Mahito made him mad.
You ever notice something strange? The kindest people often suffer the most. They help everyone. They carry everyone's pain. And somehow, they still blame themselves. Now imagine being so kind that thousands of deaths feel like your fault. That is the life of Yuji Itadori. And the scary part is,
I do want to add a disclaimer, like, good people don't always suffer the most, and good people, like, all of this, it is perspective. I'm still going to lean into this guy's perspective and what he's saying, like, just for the sake of the video. But sometimes good people really do end up winning, like, hardworking people, like, honestly.
Yuji's story reveals a brutal truth. Being a good person can become a curse. But why?
Yeah.
Let's start from the beginning. The boy who just wanted people to have a good death before curses, before tragedy. Yuji was simple, a strong kid, a goofy kid, someone who just wanted to help people. But then his grandfather said something that would quietly shape Yuji's.
Wait, low key though, I like Yuji only started to want to like help people mostly after his grandfather, said that, right? Like I get Yuji was always like, yeah, he was always kind of a good person, but I feel like he wasn't like he didn't have this extreme focus to like help other people until after his grandfather like potentially cursed him and said, die surrounded by people, help people, you're strong, help people, whatever. That's actually crazy. Getting cursed by your own family member is insane.
Entire life. Help people, save as many as you can, and die surrounded by others.
And it's kind of ironic because Yuji's grandfather, he was trying to make sure Yuji has a good life and he dies surrounded by others. But low key in his last moment, he might have actually cursed Yuji by saying that, and that's why Yuji became a Jujutsu sorcerer and he had to suffer so much because of Sukuna and just everything, man.
Sounds like a beautiful message, but in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, last words can feel like a curse. Because from that moment on, Yuji believed something dangerous. If someone dies, he failed them. And that belief is what slowly begins to break him. But nothing destroys him more than Shibuya. The moment Yuji's soul breaks, during the chaos of the Shibuya incident, Yuji loses control. Inside him lives the king of curses, Ryomen Sukuna. And when Sukuna takes over, he turns a city into a graveyard. Buildings collapse. Hundreds die. When Yuji finally...
Yuji just went through it in this entire arc, bro. Nanami, then Nobara, Sukuna taking over.
Gains control. He sees the destruction, and something horrifying happens. Yuji doesn't blame Sukuna.
And just this scene is insane. Like this nigga, like he's dragging his fingers through the pavement, and that's his blood. Like yikes, man.
He blames himself.
That's gotta hurt.
He falls to his knees and says, "If I had died earlier, none of this would have happened." Think about that for a second. Yuji didn't kill those people, but because he wanted to save everyone, every death becomes his burden. And that's the curse of being good. The kinder you are, the heavier guilt becomes. But Yuji's worst enemy isn't Sukuna. It's someone who understands him perfectly. Mahito's terrifying truth. Enter
Mahito was basically Yuji Itadori's like Shigaraki. Like I feel like the dynamic between Shigaraki and Deku in My Hero Academia is very similar to just, Mahito and Yuji. Like, they are both complete opposites, but they also somewhat care about their allies. I don't know how much Mahito really cares about Jogo, Hanami, and the disaster curses. He doesn't seem like he cares too much, or at least not as much as Shigaraki cares about his own allies in My Hero Academia. But they're just very similar. They're meant to act as like mirrors to the antagonist. I'll just give you all examples. Gon and Meruem in the Chimera Ant arc of Hunter x Hunter. Yuji and Mahito. Freaking Shigaraki and Deku, like I mentioned. And also Luffy and Blackbeard from One Piece. Blackbeard is basically just kind of like the evil parallel version of Luffy. They both want to be Pirate King and do whatever, but the routes that they take are kind of a bit different.
Mahito doesn't just want to kill Yuji, he wants to break him.
But yeah, they definitely are similar because Mahito literally said like 3 times to Yuji that Omae wa Orida. He said, "You are me." He said, "I am you. You are me." Like, he kept saying that to Yuji. And then Yuji finally accepts it when he defeats Mahito in season 2, episode like 19 with Todo. He defeats Mahito in his final form, instant spirit body of distorted killing. And then when Mahito's finally, on the ground and he's crying, Yuji is like, "I'll accept it, Mahito. Omae wa Orida, I am you. I wanted to reject you. But now that's over. Now if you reincarnate as another curse, I'll just kill you. And I'll kill you again and again."
Mahito tells Yuji something terrifying. You and I are the same. Mahito kills humans, Yuji kills curses. Both believe it's simply what they are meant to do. Yuji rejects this at first, because if Mahito is right, then Yuji isn't a hero. He's just another killer. But after watching friends die, after watching countless people suffer, Yuji reaches a painful realization. And when he lands that
Well, hey, here's the main difference. Yuji has empathy and he has sympathy, even towards some, like, maybe towards some, well, not curses. More so, Yuji isn't really sympathetic towards curses. He's only sympathetic towards transfigured humans and like cursed wombs or whatever. He was sympathetic towards like that black guy that he fought in like Chozo and Echizu, I believe. No, not Choso. Echizu and like Esso or something. Like him and Yuji and Nobara fought like this one curse and then this other kind of like black guy who had like the blood wing king power or whatever in season 1, episode 23, I believe. And basically the black guy was crying that his like curse little brother got hurt, and then Yuji actually felt bad that he ended lives of people who like cared about other people. Like Yuji felt sympathetic for Echizu or whatever.
Flash, he finally admits it. I am you.
And literally after the fight, him and Nobara like talk about it. Yuji was talking to Nobara about how he felt bad for, actually killing someone. And Nobara was like, "Oh, it's just part of being a Jujutsu sorcerer."
Not because he agrees with Mahito, but because he accepts something darker, the philosophy that saves Yuji.
Meanwhile, Mahito has no empathy for people at all. He doesn't even seem to really care about curses that much either. He's just a kid. Like he doesn't even seem like he has his empathy developed.
Stops trying to justify everything. He stops trying to understand the universe. Instead, he accepts a brutal role. He becomes a cog, a small piece in a massive machine. His job? Destroy curses. That's it. No hero fantasies, no grand purpose. Just keep moving, keep fighting, keep saving whoever you can, even if it feels meaningless. And strangely, this is what saves him. Because the truth is, trying to save everyone will destroy you. But doing what you can today, that's manageable. And maybe it's the real lesson Yuji teaches us. The curse of being good. Being good sounds easy, but real kindness comes with something heavy. Responsibility, empathy, guilt. When bad things happen, good people ask themselves, what could I have done differently? Most people ignore suffering, but people like Yuji, they carry it. And that's why characters like him feel so real. Because maybe
Yeah, that's true. The issue with being too good is like, I mean, really kind of overthinking as well. But like, if you just stay in your head and you keep replaying all the bad moments of the moments where you messed up and stuff, it, life just isn't gonna be fun for you.
you felt it too. Blaming yourself for things that weren't your fault. Feeling responsible for everyone's happiness. Trying to fix problems that were never yours to solve. Yuji shows us something important. Being good doesn't mean saving everyone. Sometimes, being good simply means getting back up, even after everything breaks you. Final thought. Yuji Itadori isn't inspiring because he's strong. He's inspiring because he's broken and keeps going anyway. He knows the world is cruel. He knows people will die. He knows he can't save everyone, but tomorrow he'll still fight. And maybe that's what being a good person really means. Not perfection, not saving the world, just choosing again and again to stand up and do what little good you can, even if no one notices, even if it's meaningless. Because in a world full of curses, someone still has to try, and maybe that someone is you.
Damn, that hit hard. Let me check one or two comments real quick. I want to see what other people think. How is this video not popular? Honestly, I don't get it either. Only 6 comments. Posted 5 days ago. 214. Well, he only has 8 subs. Well, yeah, bro. If he keeps making videos like this, it'll be good. Yeah, the video is pretty good. I think the pacing could have been maybe a tad bit faster, just like with the way he speaks. But yeah, it was actually a really. This is a super underrated video. Um, and I just kind of like how we went back to Yuji and his grandfather, and just going back to Yuji's earlier roots. It kind of just feels nostalgic in a way.
They help
Yuji, hold
everyone.
up, where is it? Wasn't it right here? Like Yuji laughing with his two friends and him just being a normal high schooler. Like, bro could have had such a different life. And then him with his grandfather. Where is Yuji's grandpa? Where is his grandpa? Come on. Whatever. But just like Yuji kind of being in the hospital, just looking after his grandpa, it's kind of like a nice slice of life in a few ways, but and it's nostalgic, of course, because now we're all the way in the Culling games. But yeah, man. Main takeaway: just try to be a good person. Just don't burden yourself with like unnecessary stuff. You can't save the world. You aren't some like trillionaire. Just do what you can. If you take anything away, do what you can, and don't stress yourself out to some extreme degree.